Disease does not begin overnight. It begins when waste stays inside the body longer than it should. The colon is the foundation of health, and when it is blocked, the entire system suffers. Clean the colon, remove the mucus, restore alkalinity, and the body will begin to heal itself naturally without force.
Most people don't realize that your colon can hold days, sometimes weeks, of old waste, silently poisoning your body while you sleep. If you often feel bloated, heavy, constipated, or tired for no clear reason, the problem may not be what you're eating, but what your body can't let go of. Tonight, before bed, there is a simple 1-spoon remedy that Dr. Sebi strongly believed in, and it takes just minutes to activate inside your colon. Many people report feeling movement in as little as 10 minutes, followed by a powerful overnight cleanse that works naturally, without harsh laxatives or chemicals. But here's the truth. Most people use this remedy the wrong way, and that mistake can cancel the benefits or even cause discomfort. In this video, you'll learn how castor oil really works inside your colon, why nighttime matters, and the safe way to use it, so your body can finally release what's been holding it back. The remedy we are talking about is cold-pressed castor oil, a natural oil that has been used for generations to support bowel movement and deep colon cleansing. Dr. Sebi emphasized that waste trapped in the colon is one of the main reasons the body becomes acidic, inflamed, and weak over time. Castor oil works differently from fiber powders or chemical laxatives. It contains ricinoleic acid, a compound that directly stimulates the smooth muscles of the intestines. When you take just 1 tablespoon before bed, this compound activates receptors in the intestinal wall, encouraging the colon to gently contract and release old, stuck waste without violent cramping when used correctly. Once castor oil enters the digestive system, it coats the inner lining of the colon. This lubrication softens hardened stool that may have been sitting there for days. At the same time, it signals the nervous system to increase bowel movement activity. This is why many people feel mild movement, warmth, or pressure within 10 to 30 minutes. This does not mean you will immediately rush to the bathroom. Instead, your body is preparing for a deeper release that usually happens naturally by morning. Unlike stimulant laxatives that force diarrhea, castor oil supports the colon's own rhythm. Taking castor oil before bed is important. At night, your body enters a parasympathetic state, often called rest and repair mode. Blood flow shifts toward digestion, inflammation reduces, and the gut becomes more responsive. While you sleep, the oil continues working quietly, loosening waste and reducing friction in the colon. By morning, many people experience a smoother, more complete bowel movement, often noticing darker or heavier stool, which indicates old waste leaving the body. This remedy is especially useful for people who struggle with chronic constipation, bloating, gas, or the feeling that their bowels never fully empty. As we age, the colon naturally becomes slower and drier, making waste harder to pass. Castor oil helps counter this by restoring moisture and movement. Many users also report feeling lighter, less bloated, and more energized the next day because toxins that were reabsorbing into the bloodstream are finally removed. It is important to understand that castor oil is not meant for daily use. It is a supportive cleanse, not a dependency-forming solution. Used occasionally and correctly, it can help reset bowel function and give the colon a break from chronic stagnation. In the next section, we will look at what exactly happens in the body overnight, how to recognize a healthy response, and how to avoid the common mistakes that cause discomfort instead of relief. After taking 1 tablespoon of cold-pressed castor oil before bed, the body begins a quiet but powerful internal process that continues through the night. Within the first hour, the oil reaches the intestines and starts interacting with the smooth muscle lining of the colon. This interaction gently increases peristalsis, which is the natural wave-like motion that moves waste forward. Unlike harsh laxatives, this stimulation is gradual, so the body does not go into shock or produce sudden diarrhea. As you sleep, the oil continues to soften hardened stool that may have been stuck to the colon walls for a long time. This is especially important for older adults, because dehydration and slower digestion often cause waste to dry out and cling to the intestines. By early morning, the colon is better lubricated, less inflamed, and ready to release waste more easily and completely. Many people notice that their first bowel movement after using castor oil feels different from usual. The stool may appear darker, heavier, or more compact, sometimes with a stronger odor. This is often a sign that older waste, which was sitting in the colon and fermenting, is finally leaving the body. This is not something to fear, but rather an indication that the cleanse is working as intended. Along with this release, people commonly report reduced bloating, less gas, and a flatter, lighter feeling in the abdomen. Some even notice improved energy and mental clarity the next day, because fewer toxins are being reabsorbed into the bloodstream from the gut. However, results depend greatly on how the oil is used, and this is where many people experience problems. Taking too much castor oil is one of the most common mistakes. More is not better, and excess amounts can overstimulate the intestines, leading to cramps, nausea, or watery stools. Another common mistake is using the wrong type of castor oil. It must be cold-pressed, hexane-free, and food-grade, because industrial or cosmetic versions are not meant for internal use. Taking castor oil on a very heavy or late dinner can also reduce its effectiveness, because digestion becomes overloaded and the oil cannot move smoothly into the intestines. Dehydration is another issue. Without enough water in the body, softened waste still struggles to move out, which can cause discomfort. Some people also repeat the remedy too often, using it daily instead of occasionally, which can make the colon rely on external stimulation rather than restoring its own rhythm. Certain individuals should be especially cautious, including pregnant women, people with intestinal blockages, inflammatory bowel diseases, recent abdominal surgery, or those taking medications that affect gut movement. For these individuals, stimulation of the colon may not be safe. The key to benefiting from castor oil is respecting the body's signals. Mild movement, a comfortable bowel release, and a feeling of lightness are signs of a healthy response. Severe pain, dizziness, or persistent diarrhea are signs that something is wrong and the remedy should be stopped. When used thoughtfully, castor oil acts less like a forceful purge and more like a reset for a sluggish colon, helping the digestive system remember how to function smoothly on its own again. To use castor oil safely and effectively, especially for seniors, it is important to follow a simple and respectful routine that works with the body rather than forcing it. The ideal amount is 1 tablespoon of cold-pressed, food-grade castor oil, taken no more than once a week or once every 10 days. It should be consumed 2 to 3 hours after dinner, when the stomach is not overloaded. Some people prefer to take it plain, while others mix it with a small amount of warm water to make it easier to swallow. After taking the oil, it is best to remain relaxed and avoid heavy movement. Going to bed shortly afterward allows the digestive system to enter its natural repair mode, where the colon becomes more responsive and efficient. Hydration plays a critical role in the success of this remedy. Drinking enough water throughout the day helps ensure that softened waste can move smoothly through the intestines without discomfort. The next morning, a comfortable and complete bowel movement is often the sign that the process worked properly. Over time, many people notice that their digestion becomes more regular even without repeating the oil frequently. The long-term benefits of occasional castor oil use extend beyond simple bowel relief. When waste does not sit in the colon for extended periods, the body absorbs fewer toxins, which can reduce bloating, heaviness, and chronic fatigue. Some people report clearer skin, better appetite control, and improved energy levels, especially in the morning. Dr. Sebi often emphasized that a clean colon supports an alkaline internal environment, allowing the body to heal more efficiently. In his philosophy, disease begins when waste is allowed to accumulate and ferment inside the body. By helping the colon release old material, castor oil supports this foundational idea without introducing chemicals or artificial stimulants. It is important to remember that this remedy is a supportive tool, not a cure or a replacement for medical care. Everyone's body responds differently, and listening to your own signals is essential. If discomfort appears, the remedy should be stopped and reassessed. When used with moderation, patience, and awareness, castor oil can help the colon regain its natural rhythm and function more smoothly. This gentle reset often leaves people feeling lighter, clearer, and more comfortable in their own bodies. If you found this information helpful, consider sharing it with someone who struggles silently with digestion, and subscribe for more natural health insights that focus on supporting the body in simple, thoughtful ways.